Hello, friends. This is Professor Guglov. Today's video will be a little unusual, but I'm sure you will like it. So, get comfortable and let's go. Artist creates paintings using a typewriter. James Cook, an artist from London, used to think that drawing portraits was difficult, but everything changed once he found the right tool, a typewriter. Now the artist creates stunning drawings in his office using over 40 typewriters. Many of these typewriters were gifted to him by fans. James depicts buildings, landscapes, animals, and even famous people like Tom Hanks. The artist creates masterpieces by typing a random combination of letters, numbers, and punctuation marks. In 2014, James Cook saw the works of another artist from the 1920s who worked with typewriters, Paul Smith. Smith's works inspired Cook to pursue this craft. Out of curiosity, James decided to try it himself and bought his first typewriter. Currently, the artist's Instagram, where he shares photos and videos, has over 20,000 followers who follow his creations. Creating small A4-size drawings can take up to 4 to 5 days. The artist himself describes his art as a puzzle made of letters, numbers, and symbols. He typically uses square brackets to create lines and the @ symbol, to fill large areas. James enjoys creating art outdoors, which often attracts the attention of passers-by. He dreams of breaking a record and making the largest drawing ever created with a typewriter. Over 3,000 Chinese students play Snake on a field. Have you ever played Snake? Yes, that ancient game from the Nokia era. Well, in this case, real people are playing, forming a chain like a giant snake. If you're afraid of slippery and scaly creatures, you might want to look away. During a big break, over 3,000 high school students from Xinzhou High School in Shaanxi Province, China, lined up on a football field to play the famous game Snake. The students truly move like snakes. It's mesmerizing. The school often organizes various outdoor activities for students during breaks to help them relax and have fun. But Snake has become the most popular one. And not just in this school. Schools around the world are now trying to replicate it. Did something similar happen in your school? Personally, we hope our boss allows us to play something more laid back. Chinese mind control weaponry. It's time to start worrying because the Chinese have already developed a terrifying weapon capable of controlling people's thoughts and actions. Mind control weaponry could be used to manipulate both China's enemies and its citizens. It is rumored that the Academy of Military Medical Sciences in Beijing and 11 other research centers faced sanctions from Washington for their involvement in biotechnology. One of the projects under development is reportedly a weapon that can manipulate the human mind. The U.S. Commerce Department has blacklisted Chinese institutions due to these rumors. The State Department provides little information about this weaponry, but military documents from 2019 do contain some details. The report suggests that China aims to paralyze and control its adversaries by suppressing their will to resist. After certain institutions were added to the list of prohibited organizations, American companies are no longer allowed to export or transfer goods to them without a license. All of this occurs amid U.S. concerns that China is seeking to acquire American technologies and seize key industries, such as biotechnology. Over the past 30 years, China has rapidly modernized its armed forces, causing apprehension among Americans. Beijing may catch up to Washington in the coming years. At the World Intelligence Congress, WIC, in China in 2019, a chip capable of reading people's thoughts was presented. BrainTalker, a device that allows individuals to control a computer solely through brainwaves, raises some questions about its practical applications. Most modern chips are worn externally, not implanted inside the user's head. This offers some reassurance. Biome concept car. Mercedes-Benz has gone mad, or perhaps they've consumed something. Let's try to find out. They have decided to create a car grown from genetically modified plants and powered by plant sap. The car was unveiled at the Auto Show conference in Los Angeles. It's a shame it didn't win any prizes. The Cadillac IRA 2+2 Coupe and the Smart 452 took the honors. We think that's a bit much even for a conceptual car. The biocar won't be assembled like other cars. Instead, 2 parts of the body, the inner and outer shells, will be grown from 2 seeds. The seeds are supposed to grow in an ultra-lightweight material called biocarbon. The 2 parts are then joined together to form the car. However, the wheels will be created separately. This means you might have to wait up to 18 years until your car is ready to drive. Yes, that's a significant drawback of a car that needs to be grown. Want to hear something even crazier? It is said that Mercedes has invented special receptors on trees that can gather additional solar energy and convert it into bionectar 4534, a special fuel for the biocar. Since the car is made of organic materials, it will be easy to recycle. When it reaches the end of its lifespan, it can simply be composted or used as a construction material. From its inception to its end, the concept car is in harmony with nature. Electric wingsuit. Sometimes people do incredible things and literally push the boundaries of what's possible. Now you can fly with an electric wingsuit, a suit with electric wings. We bet you didn't know how much you wanted to do this until we told you. Peter Salzman, a professional base jumper, was the first person in the world to use electric wings during a jump through the Austrian Alps. During this flight, Peter reached a speed of 299 kilometers per hour. The video of this flight was published in the Guinness World Records. The Austrian base jumper began his career in his youth. He started by jumping off the roof of his house and then tried skydiving. It's a logical progression. Salzman collaborates with the BMW BMI-1 brand, BMW BMI-1. The company produces BMW electric vehicles and other technologies. The device accelerates with the help of two carbon blades that act as rotors, increasing the air pressure passing through them. This acceleration allowed the athlete to fly over an Austrian mountain peak called Three Brothers. The electric suit can fly 3 times faster than the maximum horizontal speed typically achieved by skydivers. Globetrender, the UK's top agency for predicting travel trends, predicts that the electric wingsuit will open incredible possibilities in the world of skydiving. Buckle up, folks, it's really cool. But we're glad we're not the ones in its place. Levitating lamp. Levitating plant stands and Bluetooth speakers are currently in vogue. But there's another levitating gadget that will amaze you. It's the perfect home decoration. A light bulb that defies gravity and hovers in the air will surely impress your guests. Thomas Edison would be astonished. The lamp is called Flight. It combines a regular light bulb with magnetic levitation, allowing it to float and rotate above a platform for several hours. Place the light bulb above the platform, feel the electromagnetic forces at work, remove your hands, and you'll have a levitating source of light. The lamp doesn't need wires or batteries. It draws power directly from the air through induction, making it more environmentally friendly compared to a regular light bulb that consumes more energy. Thanks to Nikola Tesla, we can use mercury particles in an electromagnetic field to produce fluorescent ultraviolet light and forget about electrodes that cause light bulbs to burn out. In addition to induction levitation, the device uses LED bulbs that consume less energy and can operate for up to 50,000 hours. That's 11 years of 12-hour days. That's a success. Thousands of strange spheres on Mar del Plata beach in Argentina. The Adelomelon brasilianum snails, if lucky, will spend their entire lives in the coastal waters of Brazil, Uruguay, and Argentina. In the water, the snails eat, mate, and generally live. The brown and sometimes gray shell of the snails can reach 17 centimeters in length. Scientists know little about what these snails feed on, but other gastropods from the same family are carnivorous. One thing is certain. When it's time to reproduce, these pearl-like balls will drift in the coastal waters. While snails typically lay their eggs in a stable place, such as a rock, the Adelomelon releases its offspring to free floating. Milky semi-transparent spheres, the size of a tennis ball, float in the water near the shore. They resemble small planets teeming with life. But if the snails are unlucky, the capsules are washed up on the beach. This usually happens during storms. Hundreds or thousands of eggs can gather in the form of strips along the shore, creating the impression of large strings of pearls or beads marking the tide line. For people, it's a strange and beautiful sight. When the mollusks were washed up on Mar del Plata beach in Argentina, people stopped, took photos, and jumped over them, as if playing in a snowdrift. But when snail eggs end up on the beach, it can mean death for the growing embryos inside. Storms can leave the capsules on the beach for a long time, leading to the mass mortality of the already scarce animals. The white bellbird. The bird with the loudest voice. The song of the male bellbird attracts more attention than the roar of a bison. And yet, it's a tiny bird. Research shows that the courtship calls of bellbirds are louder than the screams of howler monkeys and bison. The screaming piha, Lepagus vociferans, was considered the loudest bird in the world, but the white bellbird surpassed it and took first place. Researchers from the University of Massachusetts in the USA stated that the calls of male bellbirds are so loud that it's unclear how the females tolerate them being so close. Interestingly, bellbirds use their record-breaking loud calls exclusively during the breeding season when the female is in close proximity to them. Every time the bellbirds spot a female, they turn towards her and emit their loudest cry with enthusiasm. Scientists believe that their singing largely depends on well-developed abdominal muscles and ribs. Scientists also suggest that the ability of bellbirds to sing so loudly is achieved through a compromise. The louder their songs became, the shorter they became. But what a voice it is! Well, as I promised, the video was interesting. So, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.